Hello friends, my name is Manoj Kumar. This is the day 3 in our Docker series. Today we'll learn about Docker images and how they work. So let's just go into the video. So first thing first, if you this is the website that I have and this is the article that will follow. So from here, let's just understand what exactly their definition is. A Docker image is a lightweight standalone executable package that include everything needed to run a piece of software. It contains the application code, runtime library, dependency, and setting. Think of a blueprint or a template that Docker used to create a container. Okay, let's just understand what exactly that means. So for that example, let's just take an example. Okay, let's take example of my website only. Okay, so there's a container. Let me just make it small. Okay, it is having corp IT. Okay, so what exactly corp IT need? It need MySQL for the database. It needs some sort of a PHP version. What else it need? It need probably few libraries. So these all things create, like if you combine all three things, this create my website, the corp IT, and this is a container. Okay, so that's how the images are. Hope you can get it. Now let's just go back to the terminal. The folks who don't know, you can watch the first day video to how to install it, and second day video about the basic thing. And if you come over here, so first we'll do Docker images. So as you know, this command will list out all the images that are present in our system, but as of now you can see we don't have any images. Let's just pull image. Prior of pulling, we have something called search. We'll search for Nginx. We can see there are lots of Nginx images that are available on the Docker Hub. This is the official one. Let's just download that. How we can download? Docker pull Nginx. It using the tag latest. It fetching from over there. Okay, let's wait for it to download completely. Okay, it stated download. How we can verify? Docker images. It is over there. It's of 917 MB. Last it created 7 weeks ago. This is the image ID. This is the tag. This is the name. Okay, let's just create a container out of it. Docker run hyphen name test nginx. It should be in the detached format and the port should be 8080. The first port is on my system and this is inside the container. Now what else we need? We need this ID and just create a container. How we can verify? Docker ps-a. You can see there is a container. How to verify it? We'll run the command ip8dir. This is the IP of that. We'll go to our system. So you can see this is something that is working. Now let's do something else. We'll go back to our terminal and let's just clear it out. Docker ps-a. Let's just stop it. How we can do that? Docker stop container ID. Docker rm container ID. It do how it first I stop the container, then I delete it. Let's just verify Docker ps-a. There is nothing over there. Let's see Docker images. Let's see how we can delete it. We can run Docker rmi the image ID and the image got removed. How? Let's just verify it. Docker images, nothing is there. Now we'll go to Docker project. I already created a folder with the name Docker images. If we do ll, so there are two projects. So first thing first, we'll have a look into this one. It's a Docker file. Okay, let's just cat this Docker file. Okay, so this is the Docker file. So if you can see, there are few components to this Docker file. First component, which image we want to use. We want an Alpine Linux with the Nginx installed on that. After that, we have the metadata. In production level environment, you need to have those things for the better address perspective. Now what else will you do? You need to copy this file to this location. Where this file is, if you go to my directory, you can see the index.html is there. Now expose the default port, expose 80. As you can see from the previous example, it exposes on port 80 because it is defined in the Docker Compose file. Now I want to run this in a foreground. Now you can ask me, Manoj, why we want to run this as a foreground? We can run this as a background also. But container is a very small thing. It usually for a very specific module in a very big app. So in that scenario, we don't want to have it on a background. We want to have in a foreground, so that for better management purpose and all those stuff. Now let's just build an image of it. How we can build it? Docker build. Let's just give the name Dockerfile -t parameter, then the name. Let's just name it Nginx test v1 dot. But as of now, let's just give this one only. Later on we'll talk about what else we can further do over there. It takes some time and created image. How we can verify? Docker images. You can see there is an image with the name Nginx test. Let's just create one more container. Docker run -name Nginx test images. Okay, -d -p 80, 80, the image that I need. It just created one container, docker ps-a. Now if we go back to the website, let me just copy it from here and paste it over there. It's a cache thing. Okay, once I remove the cache, this is the project that we have. Cool. So now you know how you can create a container, or basically an image, from a Docker file. Good, you learn one more thing. Good for you. Now let's just talk about the optimization. If we run Docker images, this is for a 50 MB. What this project is? This project is nothing. This project basically is this index file. Now let's just jump into the another project. If you do cd, there is hcal. So what this age calculator is? Let me just clear it. ll. So this is the age calculator program made up on Go. Okay, let's just run this. Go run. First of all, I just want to show you how exactly this app is looking, and then we'll build an image out of it. We started run. It's running on a port 8080. We'll again go back over here. We'll specify the port, and you can see this is our final application. Let's just add some random date. Let example it go for a 2017, then go for September. Opt. See, this is the age that calculates. So that's how you can do it. Now what else we can do? Again, we'll go back to the terminal. We'll stop this app. ls-la. If you can see, there are two things. One is a single Docker file. One is a multi Docker file. Let's just first use this single Docker file. And for that, what I need to do? Let me first understand that single Docker file. So here exactly what it is doing. It is using a Alpine container with Golang installed on that. It created a directory /app. In this app, everything copy over here, it will paste it over there. Now what exactly it do? It run this command. Why it is run this command? This is how I run the Go application. It exposes that port. That's how we access. Now this is the same command for running this as a foreground. Now let's just build an image of that. How we can do that? Docker build -f single docker file -t single age cal app. Now let's do one thing. Add this one. Let's just add a tag v1 dot. I will let you know why exactly I added this. Okay, in down the line the video you will understand. Now let's just create one more file, but this time I will use this one. So we'll do a multi and we'll remove this file and use multi docker file. So we created two docker images, first one from the single docker file and another one from the multi docker file. You already know what is the content of a single docker file. Now let's see what is the content of a multi docker file. So here I want to introduce to one of the interesting concept, that is a multi-stage docker file. So when you talk about what exactly the multi-stage is, so let's just understand from this docker file example. So there are two stages, as you can see. One is build stage, second the production stage. What exactly we do on the build stage? We have this, we create a directory, we copy that and we run that. Once we have the artifact from there, we again create a container out of it, we just paste it over there and there we are running. Okay, now you can say, Manoj, we just added extra line. What is the purpose of that? For that you need to run docker images. Now see for yourself. See the size of single app, calculate app, it's around 300 MB, and for the multi app it's for 17.5 MB. So see the difference. As we already stated, Docker is a portable, it provides a lot of portability. If we have a small size of portable thing of Docker image, it will be really easy to ship to any of the user. Now we have that. Now let's just understand the last concept. For that you need to go to a website called Docker Hub. So now you can ask Manoj, what exactly a Docker Hub is. Docker Hub is a repository that is managed by the Docker, where you can have your images, multiple images. Let's just see, this is the Nginx image. What else we can have it? We can have it this one. This Nginx image is there. What else we have? We have the BusyBox, we have the Neo4j. So like that, you can think about an image and probably will find that image. If not, I already told you how to build that. Now there's something called repository. Now what is the importance of repository? Now let's just go back over here. So we have two applications. Is there any way? What is the best way to ship those images? Using the Docker Hub. How we can do that? Let's just create something. There is a command called docker login, but I already log in. So if you do the docker login, it just authenticate with the credential, as I already succeeded because I already did the login. If not, you need to, first of all, you need to go to this website dockerhub.com. You need to create a user, and once you run this command on a system, any Linux based docker login, it will prompt with a key. You need to go over there, you need to enter, and that's how it authenticate. So once the authentication done, how we can push our images? For that you can do docker push. Which image I need to push? Let's just push this one. Okay, I also need to mention tag. Tag is the v1. The reason why I added this bxtgeek, because bxtgeek is my Docker username. If you want to push your image from your local system to the Docker Hub, you need to make sure whenever you're creating the image, you have to add this username in there. Now, if you go over there, you can search for it. So you can see this is the image that we push. This is less than a minute ago. If you click over there, You will see all the detail about that. So that's all for this video. Now the lab for you. If you go to this, build a custom Docker image using the simple Python app, tag and push your custom image to Docker Hub. Okay. Now you can ask me, Manoj, from where I can get the simple Python app. For that, I created this repository on the GitHub. There are other projects also. Probably down the line in our other video we'll refer that. But for that, just go to this app, clone into your local repository in your system. If not, just click over there, copy paste it. As simple as that. Once everything done, create an image out of it. Once everything done, let me on the comment that Manoj, I completed the assignment. That make me motivated to create such video for you guys. And in the upcoming video, we'll cover another Docker topics. Like next tomorrow, we'll cover the Docker volume. So we'll see you in the tomorrow video in the day 4. Till the time, peace.